Hi there, guys. So today we're going to start formatting and design work for a blue and white journal. Now, I have done a lot of design work for my red and white journal, and then I was asked to show how I do it. And today we're gonna make a lined page and we're gonna make a tabbed set. Okay. Now I'm using Libra. I was on Google Slides. I've already done this video, but I didn't like the options and menus. I'm more comfortable with Libra. Libra is this new startup kind of program. It's a copy of a popular Office program. Slides is the equivalent of PowerPoint. Now, the reason I like Slides is because I'm going to show you something. Well, I do not know why that is doing that. So I will just open up new Google. And I'm going to show you Google Docs, and then so you can see the problem with Word type systems. Here you start out, and you can do the same thing on Google Slides. I just thought Libra has better options. So if you view the non-printing, oh no, dismiss, backspace. Oh, well, hell, sorry. Escape. There. If you view the non-printing characters, that shows you this. It's called a hard return, a paragraph marker. Okay, this is when you hit the return key. I just hit enter, 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 enter. And or you could do control enter. It gives you a page break right here. See, all of this stuff is going on in the page that you don't realize because it's made to line up and arrange words. That's what this program is made to do. So let's say I want to insert. Now here it just gives you a line. I'm not inserting, boxes and stuff, which is what we're going to be designing. But like, let's say you want to move this line. Do you see how over here on the left, how it wants to throw it to a hard return? It wants to anchor it to one of those paragraph markers. Okay. And that is a problem when we're wanting to just float boxes and layer them and design. Okay. So that's why I don't like a Word type of document. That's why I prefer a PowerPoint kind of document because it doesn't care. It doesn't care. It lets stuff float all over the page. Like this box here, look, I can float it. I can move it wherever I want. It does not want to throw it to a hard return. Okay? So see here, help LibreOffice even better. And you can give them feedback and you can donate and you can help and you can be part of the community. Okay? So this is Libra, which is equivalent of Microsoft PowerPoint. This is Libra Impress. And this is why I like a slide document versus a Word document, because we don't have paragraph markers. Okay. So we're going to get rid of all this. You can start with a blank slide. So to get rid of to select everything on the page, you hit Control A, and we're going to get rid of it. The default for for Impress is 16:9, which is the screen size. Also, this is the size you need to make a good thumbnail. Have you ever made a YouTube thumbnail like in a letter size or something and it's like not the right size and it wants to cut it and crop it and stuff? That's because you need this 16:9 size to size it. And this is the thumbnail size. Okay. So what we're going to do, the first thing you need to do, because if you do this after you've done work, it will shrink everything to this scale. So we're going to go to Slide Properties. I just right click to bring that up. We're going to go to slide. See this 16:9 is the default, and we want to go letter, and we want to do landscape. Okay. And then the margin. Oh, okay. It doesn't matter. Okay. There. So let me see. Let me change the margin. I think it tells you something. Okay. So there, I gave us a smaller margin. Do you see that? So I'm going to make some kind of blue background. And we're going to go back to slide properties, and we're going to go to background, and we're going to go to image, because I just downloaded a blue image. We're going to add, and we're going to go to downloads. And I just downloaded something. Maybe I didn't save it. List. No, I guess I didn't save it. Okay. So we're going to go to Google. And you're just gonna learn the long way around the block for this to start with. Okay. Blue floral image. And then there are, I can't remember what the one is called, but then we just went to free pick a minute ago. Free pick. Then you can go free. Okay. And then we can just pick something. Golly, that's pretty, but that's not just blue. We're doing only blue and white. And I just found a pretty one a minute ago. And that one's a little plain. That one's too much. That one's not blue and white. Do we like that? Then we could. No, it's not quite to scale. Okay, I like this one. I had this one a minute ago. So then you just download, free download. And it says attribution required, but we're just making a journal. And you can look at that, and I think you're supposed to somehow attribute them. Okay. So you need to research that, because I'm not going to tell you how to do it. And this has 7 seconds left. Okay. Now we're going to open. Show in folder. You see I already did it. Open. Open with Windows Explorer. That's it. And then this JPEG file is the one we want. So we're going to copy it. And we're going to go back to Libra. And we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to paste. And that didn't work. So let's go back. Open. Maybe we need to open this in pictures before we can copy. So you just click around till you get it done. It doesn't, none of this part really matters. So here we go. We're going to paste. Now I want this centered in the page, and I want to leave a 1/2 inch margin all around. So we're going to go position and size. And for the size, we're going to turn off the ratio, because we're going to stretch it a bit and it doesn't matter. So we're going to go 10.5 to 8, which is just a 1/2 inch all around smaller, and it won't warp it too bad. It's okay. See, you can't even tell. And then we're going to align, center, and we're going to align, center. We're going to center it both horizontally and vertically. Okay. Now this is too bright for a writing page. Do you agree? Okay. So what we're going to do is, and I do this a lot, is we're going to draw a big box. Okay. Now we're going to position and size it. And we're going to size it the same, 10.5 by 8. And we're going to, okay. And then we're going to align center horizontally and align center vertically. And I wish they had a center both ways. Now we've got a blue box on top of this and we can't see anything, right? So we need to modify the area. Do you see? It's called area. So we're going to modify it with a color. We're going to make it a white color. And we are going to okay. Now we're going to area transparency here. We want this, I'm going to say, okay, the more transparent is the more you can see through it. So we want this pretty transparent. We just want to knock down the color a little bit to add lines to. Okay. So we're going to make this, I'm going to say 70% transparent. And we can modify it if it's too much. Not enough. Yes, that's not enough. Cancel area. And we're gonna change it to 50 because that was not enough. There, that's perfect. Do you see that? Do you see how that's just perfect? Now this one doesn't need a border. And then we, like here, the line color, we don't need it. Let's see, line color, white. Okay, that means we don't have a line. Let me see, line, none. There, because we don't want a white line either. Okay. I don't know why it is line style. Line, none. See, but it added something over there. And down there. Okay. So, I'm going to make it a white line just because it might change something. And I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, it's back here. Line, none. Okay. And then I guess we'll make it white. Continuous color white. Okay, let's see if that did anything. Oh, okay, it just did. So then I don't like that. So then we're going to edit, undo, edit, undo. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get this box out of the way. Nope. This box out of the way. And we're going to align that again. We're going to realign it just so I can see what I'm doing because that's just my orientation for everything. And then we're going to crop this and we're going to see if we can get rid of that stupid line over there. We'll just get rid of the whole line because it might, we don't, you know, like let's say this print's a millimeter off, you know, then you don't need to worry about lines showing that you're printed a millimeter different from one side to the next or something. So then we'll just get rid of all that. And that is not a line, that is a page border. So then we're going to position and size this 10.5 by 8, which is a 1/2 inch under 8.5 by 11. And now we've got to center it again. And this is just part of it. This is how you do it. Okay, so then that cleaned all that up. Do you see? It's all gone. All right. And it's still a little bit too vivid, so we're just going to bring this over and we're going to bring it to the center. And we're going to bring this to the front. We're going to arrange, bring to front. And that will make sure that our, and this, do you see how we've got this over here, which is a little bit, it shouldn't be like that. But we've got, it looks like this box is a millimeter smaller than the other one. So we're going to position and size it to 10.7 or 10.7 wide by 8.2 high. And then that will cover that up. And we're going to center it. There. Okay. There. We've got a lovely page now. Okay. With this in the background. Now we're going to add some lines. And this is going to be fun. And I'm going to make these all the way across just to keep life simple. And we will format this. We're going to format it. Position and size. And we are, okay, our page is, our area is 10.5 wide. So we're going to make this 10 wide. Okay. Now we're going to center that. Oops. Now I need to bring this to the front. And we're going to position, or we're going to align it. We're going to align it vertically centered. And we're going to, whoops. And we're going to align it top. And I'm just doing this so I can do my own thing. And you could type in numbers to position this, but I'm just gonna, count. I'm just gonna move it down how I want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There, that's prime. Now we're gonna copy this, okay? And I've got a neat trick to show you this, okay? Now we're gonna hit Control C, which copies it. Control C, think of it like C for copy, okay? Then Control V. If you learn these shortcuts one at a time, it'll save you a lot of time. Okay? Control V is paste, and think of it like an arrow. I want to put it right here. Okay? So that means I pasted it. Now it's on top of the other one. So we're going to move it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Now we're going to do it again. And we're going to move it down. And we're going to do it again. And we're going to move it down. And I've got a trick for this. We're going to do it again. We're going to move it down. And then we're going to keep doing this. So wait, that one could go there maybe. Okay. Now we're going to do it again. And I'm just hitting Control V and down arrow. So I'm not even using the mouse. I learned on the computers before we even had a mouse. So I like all the shortcuts. And it's fun to learn the shortcuts, and it's just fun. Like you don't even need a mouse. Did you know that? I could literally do anything without a mouse. Okay, so we're going to hit, which I'm not going to do this, but okay, so to select these, you don't want to select the background. You only want to select the lines. So then to do that, you just select your area inside the background, littler than the background, and it selects everything in your box right now. See? Now I'm going to right click carefully so you don't unselect it. Right click, and we're going to group these items. So now this is all one image. Okay, except it's a little wonky. So we're going to format, we're going to arrange. Nope, nope. We're going to distribute, and it's not working. So I'm going to undo the group, and I'm going to have to right click, ungroup. Okay, now we can, because it wouldn't let us do it with them grouped. So we're going to distribute, and we're going to tell it horizontally left just to make sure they're all in the same place, okay? And then we're going to just say vertical spacing. And then that will align. Horizontal brought it all to the left, okay? Now this will, do you see how here we have different amounts of space? Watch this. There. Looky there. Okay? Now it looks like that looks like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we could have more pages, more lines on the page. So here, we're going to Control C, Control V. Control V. There, we added, okay, one more. Oh, okay. See, I got one out of whack. Okay, now look here what we're going to do. We need to stay within our lines, because if we start selecting here, and if our area is bigger than the background, it's going to select the background too, and we don't want to do that. We want to stay smaller than the background images, and then we can select all of our lines together. Do you see that? Cool beans, eh? Now we're going to format, and we need to align these, and we're going to align them all the way on the left. Sometimes if you center and stuff, it's a little wonky. So then we're going to distribute, and we're going to spacing, and that just evens up our spacing. And I like those a lot. So now we're going to group it, and that makes it all one image. And now we're going to align. Nope. We're going to align center, and we'll move it if we have to, and align. We're going to center it, and that looks too high. So we're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. And it looks a little. It looks like it could come up a little bit. So we're just no. We're gonna bring it up just a hair. And see, that just stretched it. So I love that as a page. I think that's a good line page. So we're going to Control A it. That means select everything on the page, and we're going to group it. Control Shift G. See, this is how you learn your shortcuts. There. And I'm going to print that. And I think this one you have to, okay, let's see. Print. I don't know if my printer's on or if it has paper. My son's been using it. And that won't do any good to print it and show you because you can't see. Okay, now we're going to view, and it's called slide sorter. No. We're going to view normal, and then we're going to view slide pane maybe. Yes. So then what this does is it shows you all your slides or pages in order. And I'm going to hold it. Oh, it's pretty. It's very pretty. I love it. Okay, this is pretty, guys. And you can't see it, but it's very lovely. And the image was free. And all we did was we screened it and we added lines. And this is a lovely thing to add to your journal. We could have changed the line color here. I don't know why it just defaults to blue, which is fine. It's what we were doing anyway. The lines could be a little bolder. So let's see. Well, okay, we can ungroup. And then here. And then here. And then let's see. Format. Okay, let's right click line. And width. Okay, there. And that looks like a lot, but it's not really. Well, maybe we can do it one less. We don't need it all that. Okay, there. And then you can see that's bolder than it was. So that's pretty. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so we're going to do File, Save As, Blue and White. There. Okay, now we're going to regroup it all. Control A. What was that? Control Shift G. Now it's all grouped. Now it's all one image. Okay, let's see. How long has this been? I think that might be enough for today. And I can start, I'll do another installment showing how to design something else, okay? Thank you so much for joining me. Love you, bye.